leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Man, that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
A-side official, no negotiation needed, period. You already know the first in the building. Mike on deck. Salute WCS and chat fam. Hot grease bubbling. You best believe it. We got to talk about it. We definitely have to talk about it, man. What we have the airways for. You know what I'm saying? In the First Amendment. If we ain't going to talk about it. Shout out to Mr. International Toby Bartlett. Salute to across the pond boxing fans, man. I see you. Salute WCS and the hottest chat in the YTC. We're global, baby. We're global. No doubt about it, man. Shout to Big Blunts and Boxing in the building. Salute. What's good, family? Salute to the hottest chat in the game. Salute to your brother. AU is in the building. WCS, I got a taste for some deep fried fish and shrimp. What? What? Man, come on, stop it, man. It's Thursday, too. I mean, it's close to Thursday. You know what I'm saying? It's close to Thursday. I mean, it's close to the weekend. You know what I'm saying? But fish is an everyday, every day of the week type of dish. You know what I'm saying? Especially here in this news. You know what I'm saying? The freaking stock of fish is about to go up. The price is about to skyrocket it, dog. On the Brown on deck. What's good? WCS salute, man. To you in the hottest chat in the MF game, A-side official. Yes, sir. You best believe it. We back for another one. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Queen herself in the building. Salute. WCS in the chat. Yes, sir. Salute to you. Jessica said, I know the grease is hot. Man, you know it, man. I came in here hot because I got some grease I need to cook up. You know what I'm saying? We need to get right down to the fish fry with this news that happened, that was put all out, you know what I'm saying, by Michael Benson in the Anti-Meridium in the AM. We got to talk about it. Stickin' Boys Fishing and Sports in the building. Salute WCS. Salute chat fam. What's good, brother? Blunts to the 007 of the YTC, Toby Bartlett. Yes, sir. Shout out to the ones that's in the chat, man. Let me get to it, man. As y'all looking at this thumbnail once again, this is gonna be bittersweet. This is bittersweet. Real talk. I gotta tell it the way it is. This is a bittersweet moment for me. Because as I remember when I told you all that the fight wasn't happening, and then the very next day Crawford put out that, you know what I'm saying, I'm glad it's over. Okay? I put it out there, I mean, look, I know they're not gonna give me credit for putting it out there. No, they didn't want to touch it because they just didn't know. They didn't want to touch it and just say, "Hey, it wasn't happening." But I say the fight is done. It's off. You know what I'm saying? Because I spoke to somebody who told me the fight is off. It's done. It's not happening. So then Spence came out with the tweet and said, "I'm glad it's over. This, that, and the other." So now we got the official. Now, y'all got to understand this now. This is the 31st of January. This is the 31st of January. All right? Errol Spence has become the first and only fighter to activate a rematch clause and abort the rematch prematurely before the full gestation period. He's the reason, dog. The first ever. I know the women are pissed. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be goddamn protesting outside his crib, everything. They say, how can you do that? How can you do such a thing? This man activated the rematch clause and didn't even allow it to play out in its full growth, his full maturation process. He wasn't able to allow the rematch to happen. He aborted mission prematurely. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's up here thinking, they're guessing. You know what I'm saying? They twirling their thumbs. They say this rematch is going to happen. I know it's 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 going to happen. Nope, it's not going to happen. Because Spence, he pretty much, let y'all know, hey, when he went online with that freaking bogus eye surgery, I know it was on and popping. I know that shit was done. Look, it's time to move on and get past it. So this is what my title says. Crawford, Demolition force Spence out of rematch. Thurman Tszyu presser reaction. Now let me put up here what exactly was said in the tweet. Michael Benson said the Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence rematch reportedly now looks like it's not going to happen. Well, Michael, let me stop you there. You could have just put WCS up there because I said the fight wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? Before anybody on the YTC, I said the fight isn't happening. It's done. It's over. And then some people probably look, oh man, he probably been talking to somebody. Let me go out here and put this tweet. And Bud put out a tweet the day after that, the very next day. He said it was over. So I beat Michael Benson to the punch this time. But shout out to you, man. He said Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence rematch reportedly now looks like it's not going to happen. It's claimed this is due to a variety. What we talking about? A variety of reasons now, including the fact Spence recently had cataract surgery. Okay? According to Dan Raphael. So I beat Dan Raphael and Michael Benson. Reasons is reasons they don't want to make public. You know what I'm saying? Those variety of reasons is the real reasons, not the cataracts. The variety of reasons supersedes, but they don't want people to start to latch on to that. All right? I'm just putting it out there. But that's where we at with it. Now the fight fans, they can sit back with a little bit of relief. And you probably ask yourself, what fight fans are you talking about, WCS? I'm talking of Mr. Filet Fish himself, Mr. Deep Fry. You know what I'm saying? Mr. I came up with two of the dumbest freaking monikers, possible. You know what I'm saying? I made two of the damn dumbest shirts possible. I had a shark walking up the hallway, knocking on doors, and then I had one trying to smoke some bud, knowing goddamn well a fish won't survive out of water smoking. And guess what happened? That fish ended up dead, killed in the ring. Can't even get the rematch. I blame one community of people. Real talk. I blame his fans. I did. Because they did not sit up there and tell that man that was a dumb idea for him to do that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't look out for him. They didn't look out for him. I blame him. You know what I'm saying? I blame them for all the troubles and woes, man, because way back when he fought Sean Porter, they didn't hold this man accountable for shit, y'all. See, we didn't have to hold Crawford accountable for stuff he wasn't accountable for. You know what I'm saying? I say, man, don't hold me accountable for shit I can't account for. Once again, don't hold me accountable for shit I can't account for. We can't just... We had cats up here just making up shit about Crawford. But when it came to Errol Spence finally being in the public inebriated, they was laughing. Oh, man, that's funny as hell. Oh, he up here. He said he started boxing in 2015 and all that. They didn't never hold that man accountable. When Nate Jones came out and initially said that Spence was a drinker. People denigrated the shit out of him. They started talking about he was a bum. He ain't in boxing no more. He ain't doing shit. I'm talking about he was one of the originators that put this shit out here. He said it, bro. He said this shit. He put the info out there, man. And these cats, man, vilified that, bro. And ultimately, you know, he came out to be right. Why? Because more and more, Spence started to show up in front of the lens. And he was intoxicated. He was lit. And he wasn't in his right state of consciousness. Now that he attempted to walk in there and get a victory. This is put to bed. This, I'm definitely going to give a headstone to. I'm going to pick the right time. I'm definitely going to put a headstone to this. Absolutely, I got to. I'm going to put it right over there too, with all the rest of the headstones of the YTC. I have to, because his fans didn't help him prepare, you know what I'm saying, when he was coming up. I said this several times, like, your fans need to help you know what the end state is. The end state is to be undisputed. You need to be your best, but you can't tell a motherfucker, you know, about that, what the end goal is, the mission accomplishment, because everybody's telling them they the best. They doing this. What broke ain't fix. What broke don't fix it. It ain't broke, don't fix it. They was telling him that. He said, man, you don't have to worry about shit with Crawford, because man, you just a bigger, stronger, meaner fighter. He ain't fought nobody. He ain't fought nobody. That's all. Who? And now this news come out that the rematch is absolutely off. What do you think the Spence fans is talking about? They trying to get him now they trying to get him to go up there and just do some crazy shit. I already done spoke on Boots. I'm not gonna make this live about Ennis. Real talk. Because you know that's what they want to happen. They so desperate that they want to happen. They want to be about Ennis. They want to up there. What good is, look, listen to me, Spence fans. What good is it for you to ruin another life? Do you see what's in front of me, man? This is your fault. Y'all kept pushing and pushing and pushing. Y'all didn't hold him accountable for anything. Y'all act like y'all was walking on eggshells. Y'all saw the shit goddamn, you know, playing out in public. Y'all saw the shit. You didn't say shit about it, man. You didn't care. All y'all was there for, just for the clout. You wanted to say, oh man, we fucking with Spence because he's a more popular fighter. Don't nobody fuck with Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody fuck with Crawford like that. No, bro. Fuck with the most popular fighter, Errol Spence Jr. All alone, he out there, you know, enjoying his liberty. I wouldn't be so abrasive and strict on Errol Spence if it's something that he did that he just didn't see coming. No fault of his own. But the shit that took him down and had people second guessing where he was going to be at optimal level when he continued his quest to become undisputed. That's the biggest deal right there. You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest one. You know, people was looking at it like, oh man, he came back. You see what he did to Danny Garcia? And I'm looking like, Danny got the orders. He just stayed there and let him beat up on him. Did you see what he did to Yordenis Ugas? He was getting touched up. You got people timing you out, kicking you off the panel. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to face the truth. Man, Yordenis Ugas was touching up more than, you know, Sean Porter. I'm like, y'all don't see what's going on here? You don't see, you know, the whole situation playing out? You didn't see when Yordenis Ugas connected and knocked his mouthpiece out, and y'all just saying, oh, it's because Errol said the mouthpiece didn't fit correctly. That wasn't it, man. It's because when you got a fist in your mouth, you know what I'm saying, the mouthpiece and the fist can't all be in the mouth at the same time. So you got something got to give. So the mouthpiece said, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'm out. Mouthpiece jumped out that motherfucker with the help of the glove, and then landed, and then, you know, the chip that Spence got, because they say, you know, whatever, It might have been a clone. It might have been the real one. That GPS started to beep, 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 beep. That alarm came on, let him know his mouthpiece had been dislodged. He went over there looking for it. And then Ugas reminded him he was in a fight. Lawrence Cole, thankfully, was vigilant and he stopped it. And then he reminded Ugas, no, stop. What are you doing? You received orders. You're supposed to be here getting beat up. The bigger picture is Crawford Spence, not Ugas Spence. That's when Ugas stopped fighting. He started getting his ass beat. And then he walked out of there. They took a picture of his eye. Let me go back. They took a picture of his eye. And these communities, these Errol Spence communities started bragging about him being the eye collector, the rib collector. Look, his eye was looking like mine, man. His eye was looking like mine. The plastic cup boy. You know what I'm saying? His eye was looking just like my eye, man. They was bragging about, oh, he collecting ribs. He broke his ribs. You know, Ugas said his eye was bleeding for 40 days and 40 nights. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, Noah Ark drove by and gave him some supplies, some health supplies. You know what I'm saying? He was able to goddamn treat his eye. 40 days and 40 nights, they was talking about this man's eye was bleeding. So what did Spence go do? He went and had a mouthpiece made with an eye on it. I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at some other people. I'm like, what we saying ourselves? Excuse me? So you really believe in the hype, huh? You believe that whooping Ugas, that's all you needed to do. Even though Ugas and Crawford haven't fought in the professionals. You really believe in you're smelling yourself a little bit. You believe in the hype. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Marvelous Jarvis came through here and all these channels was just interviewing him. And he was like, man, hey, Spence hit me in the ribs, dog. I was out for 6 minutes, 2 rounds. God damn, that motherfucker hurt. And people was doing thumbnail after thumbnail. I say, wow, man. Marvelous getting his shine. And we're talking about one of his sparring partners that's a slash comedian. You know, he got his fame on the YTC from saying that Spence is just, you know, breaking ribs in sparring. That turned out to be a lie. You know, because we found out that in preparation for his Manny Pacquiao fight, there was a much inexperienced, smaller fighter by the name of McAlooey. And McAlooey, I don't know who called up McAlooey to come in there and put them hands together. But I guess Errol Spence was in there taking him for a joke or something. And McAlooey said, you know what? I may never be able to, you know, achieve what Spence did in his professional career. But I'm goddamn trying to knock his ass out today in sparring. I'll tell you that. Shit. I'll tell you that. And you had that accident too. I'm going to make a name for myself. Before it's all over, goddammit, they going to know who McAlooey was. I rolled through this bitch. I was knocking furniture over and everything, nigga. Shit. You going to know who McAlooey. McAlooey came in there and broke Spence's eye. Forced him out of the Manny Pacquiao fight. Forced him out, y'all. Ever since he came back, it seemed like everything was good. He went in there and he took it out on freaking Ugas. Now we got the rematch. I don't know if y'all seen the rematch or not. I'm just saying I might have some new people. You know what I'm saying I haven't really been talking about this shit as much as I wanted to, but the rematch did take place. And as much as I don't want to talk about it, I just want to show you one frame who was responsible for the damage that was inflicted on Errol Spence July 29, 2023. I blame him. He's the one. If you look on his box rec, it says he was in that location. No, I'm not snitching. I'm telling you what's already public record, that Terrence Crawford was the one that inflicted this punishment. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if they got a current investigation going on as to who beat that ass like that. and they trying to upgrade the charges to assault, but this guy right here was the one who did it. I'm not snitching, man. Don't come up here talking about WCS, you a snitch. You put his picture on the thumbnail and all that. All I'm doing is reminding you all of that night. Okay? An act of violence was committed, and you, me, and everybody else was witnesses. Now, if you're a witness to that shit, that means you can talk about it, right? But the only people that's talking about it is the Crawford supporters. Them Arrow community, I don't know what they do. I always let it be known they're the worst fan base that's ever existed in boxing. And they get mad, man. I got people that just taking it personal. Like it has something to do with their real friends in life. It don't have shit to do with your real friends. I'm talking about as a community of supporting Spence as a boxer. Y'all the worst. Y'all spent too much time talking about Crawford, bro. Y'all should have been a support group to help him in the time after, the aftermath of that fight, to help him prepare and get better. I did a live stream about Crawford, and I kind of blamed him for some things, right? It wasn't really, to basically, any type of belligerency or anything. I was just blaming him for making it look too easy. I look back on that shit with Crawford, and I say, I don't know what Crawford was listening to during training camp. But it must have been some Roy Jones Jr. or something. It might have been a song that said, they say I didn't fight nobody. I ain't fight nobody. I just made him look like nobody. I think he had that shit on loop. You know what I'm saying? I think he had that shit on loop. You're saying he fought nobody. I just made him look like nobody. I really think he had that shit on loop when he fought Spence. Because he made it look too easy, which ruined the rematch. You, Crawford. I blame you, bro. I know y'all don't get paid overtime, but in this particular scenario, it would have been good to see a rematch. I'm not saying you didn't give us enough July 29th. You gave us everything that we was looking for if you was a Crawford supporter, okay? And the fish, delicious. Bonito. Good. I'm saying to myself, in my thought process, in my downtime, I have reflections and I say, damn. Before this news broke that Spence was going to pull out and shit, a lot of people was already saying, the fight shouldn't happen. First it was like, oh man, Spence, that's too small of a window for him to get back in there with Crawford. And every time they said that, I say, damn, Crawford they came in with a vengeance, man. And you can't blame them for coming in with a vengeance because the way was really trying to slither it or something. Real talk, the tough nigga that can fight strong, but he dumb as hell. They was really trying to paint that picture on Crawford, dog. He's stupid. He ain't smart at all. They was just trying to say intellectually, he wasn't a smart human being. You know what I'm saying? Outside of boxing. They was trying to paint that picture like, yeah, a typical boxer. Go in there and throw your left and a right and continue to win, and that's all you good for. Seriously. So if I said, you know what? I have to think about I'm human. So I process it. I say, well, all that shit they was talking about with Crawford, he was soaking that shit in. He was collecting data over and over again. And, he hears the shit. And he was probably, working out and saying, man, I'm going to fuck that nigga up, man. Fuck it. I'm going to fuck him up. Fuck what WCS is saying. Goddamn, take it the distance and get a rematch. Fuck that. I'm going to fuck that nigga up. He said he going to break me like Kunta. Okay, cool. All right, fuck that. Okay. I want to see that happen. All alone, I'm asking myself, did y'all see, him about to, pick up a 6'7" dude you know, that does security for the Haneys. You know what I'm saying? He's about to bet 100,000. The old boy gets slammed on his head. We're talking about a guy who competes as low as 135. Look, I'm doing my due diligence to soften the blow. I'm saying, listen, aerosexuals, listen to me. I know y'all don't like me, right? But listen to me, man. I come in good standing, right? I need to tell y'all dumbass something, all right? Just pay attention for a goddamn minute. Look, Crawford, look, y'all taking him too lightly, man. Let Spence know, man. I know it's barricaded up in there, man. The windows are closed. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get a message up in that motherfucker. All right? I found some sewer systems. I got some carrier rats. Put a message on that motherfucker. Send it down the goddamn sewer so it can go up in the gym so he can get this message. The dude's stronger than you think. He's taking it serious. Y'all should make him fully aware of that so, you know, Spence can have a little bit more motivation. Because if he don't, it might be his last fight. They didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to do that. They was talking about, oh, man, I know somebody that know Diddy James, and we don't have to send no carrier rats up in there. All we do is go through the front door. I say, for real? For real? You know you black, right? Yeah, I know I'm black. I say, for real? I mean, because the closest person that was up in there that was with Errol Spence from the beginning was Al TBA, and Diddy James, you know, took out a vendetta and shit and made sure him and the other black trainer Blu-ray was banned, gone. When he got his gym out, capiche, sayonara. So you sure you're going to be able to go in there and pass this? Yeah, I'm good. I guess this shit didn't work. The shit didn't motherfucking work, man. I try to tell people a long time ago, I saw the man run routes. I say, he got some athleticism to him. I seen him wrestling. I said, the dude up here dibbling, dabbling, got the MMA bug. You know, he's practicing shit, got the wrestling pedigree. He's up here shooting hoop. Might be something you need to worry about, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then came down to the real deal. This dude went in here, and I don't have enough words. I like the drubbing. You know what I'm saying? They say he was drubbed. Can you imagine that shit being on the first 48? The victim, we found him. He was on the side of the street. He had been drubbed for about 6 blocks. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford drubbed Errol Spence. And now the rematch is over. I'm feeling some type of way, man. I was looking for another fish fry. I'm saying to myself, God damn it. I enjoyed the first fish fry. Please, please, please don't pull out. Don't pull out that. Please keep the fight. Oh, they ain't having it in December. Damn. So the new year, I'm like, fuck it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck it. It happens, we'll just wait. And then I got the word that the fight ain't gonna happen. It's off. Now we officially got the word. I'm still feeling a little hurt, man. Because, you know, I can't blame Crawford for thrashing him the way he did. Because the man said he was going to break him like Kunta. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell a black man that, a dark-skinned black man that. You can't be another black man who's saying that you're going to break another black man like a slave when we was fighting to get out of that shit. I guess that black man in Omaha felt some type of way. So he said, okay, you're going to have to prove it to me, nigga. You gave him extra motivation. You up here getting mad because he said he was going to take his belt off when you should have been worried about how much shit he had thought about and never forgot. He's been collecting this shit over the years. Okay, they doubt me. Okay, Jeff Horn, they doubt me. You know what I'm saying? Jose Benavidez, one leg, they doubted me. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Aegis Kavalauskas, Amir Khan, they doubted me. Every freaking opponent, he was in there fighting. It was trash. Oh, man, so-and-so ain't shit. Amir Khan, he been knocked out by Prescott freaking since 1945. Man, Prescott goddamn glove print still on Amir Khan's face. Amir Khan goddamn chin built with the same freaking packing as Anthony Joshua. Goddamn soggy cornflakes packed that motherfucking chin. He didn't get no credit for making Amir Khan quit. And then when they start talking about, hey, Crawford, you need to fight 2 common opponents or 1 common opponent. Once again, Crawford being who he is, went in there and made it too easy with Kell Brook. People like, oh my God, I hate that nigga. Oh my, man, Kell Brook was since he fought Errol, he was up there lying, man. Motherfuckers just lying. So I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, damn, did they forget that he went up 2 weight classes, came down? Okay, cool. We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about it. Then I'm hearing all the criticism. Then Sean Porter name pop up. What did he do to Sean Porter? First person to stop him. All they do is talk about I knew Errol Spence was fucking lost, and his fans wasn't trying to find him. This nigga up here, Mike. You know, I got a bone to pick with you, a fish bone, and please don't hurt me, okay? I don't know if you smoked before I came to this interview, but please don't hurt me. They said that Sean Porter daddy. His daddy said he didn't have a good training camp, and that's what he did. All I heard was Mike Tyson. Stop it, man. Come on, it's funny, man. Come on, you gotta let it go, Errol. You gotta let it go. It's embarrassing, Errol. He beat him up. He beat him up, Errol. He did it in shorter fashion. Oh, you're not being a good sport. If I wasn't smoking right now, I'd put your attitude. I don't like your lack of sportsmanship. You're trying to discount Terrence Crawford. He's a beast. Come on. Listen to me. All you have to do is go in there and prove everybody wrong. Come up with a solid game plan and put the bottle down. You know what I'm saying? Put the bottle down and detox. And you'll be great. You'll be competitive, Errol. If you don't put the bottle down, you're getting smashed. Okay, Errol? Here, look what I got for you. I got you a care package, Errol. Now. Listen to me, Errol. It's not for you to crack it open in the car on the drive home and start smoking this shit now. And then you're going to blame me for it. No. I'm giving you a freaking care package. And what Errol Spence do? I got to be petty with it. Errol Spence said, well, I just want to let you know that the last one that you gave us, the weed, you said was slow burning. It wasn't slow burning. There we go again. You don't stop it, Errol. You don't stop it. You're so stubborn. You used to be like me, Errol. I was you at one time, Errol, until Buster Douglas woke me up. And the fight was over. This dude, Errol was petty, dog. This man told him that his weed wasn't slow burning because, I've been hearing that, yeah, he was out there smoking, but I didn't care. I had my people, I got peoples over there in Texas, you know what I'm saying, that nobody will never know who they are. And they was saying, hey, man, we seen this. I say, man, I don't get down like that. That video right there, I can't do it. I can't fuck with that. I ain't trying to be messy like that. Fuck that. People at the club, all that shit. Him at the club said, no, I ain't trying to do that. I don't need no videos of that nigga out, enjoying himself. The only thing I'm really concerned about is talking about the reason why he looked the way he did in the ring. I don't have nothing to do with all that other shit. But I would want to say this, though. It was a point in time where I was looking at Errol Spence, and I was saying, he knows how dangerous Crawford is. He's just trying to play like he don't. Like he don't want to take accountability. And then I changed my mind. I was looking at some shit. I was looking at the fight, and I was just looking at certain videos of him. And I said, no, this nigga actually believe he's him. Actually don't believe that Crawford is any type of threat. He don't. He hasn't dabbled in combat sports in general to know what lies ahead for him. You know what I'm saying? With all the areas like wrestling, he didn't really respect Crawford's strength and that other pedigree of wrestling, because wrestling is a foundation to a lot of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of street fights, the shit end up on the ground. And then just the fact that Errol didn't really give a fuck about what he was doing out there, you know, playing basketball and running football routes and shit like that. He didn't really care about that athleticism. I think Errol was just set in his ways that he wanted to go to the gym, jump rope, and just do what the fuck he wanted to do. That's what I think. I think the reason why Spence stayed with Diddy James so long was because he can do what the fuck he want. Diddy couldn't tell Errol what not to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he could be fired at any time. I don't think it was too many people that was around him that was really telling him. They might have told him something, but guess what? Those people was probably benefiting off Errol Spence making money in the sport too. So they was there for the ride along, bro. When you get cats around you for the ride along, they're gonna you know, be a little bit reserved in telling you the shit you got going on, because they're enjoying the nightlife with him. Oh man, Errol Spence in here, and then you know they have telling them. Let me get to this right quick, right? Let me show y'all something that I speak about how Spence changed the game. I'm not Spence. Crawford changed the game with Spence, beating him up the way he did. I mean, it was just brutal, man. You know, that man beat up what was supposed to be his divisional adversary, his foe, his nemesis, a compeer on the pound for pound list. Amazing, brilliant. They haven't even stepped in the ring yet, and they was able to be in the same division and build up this rivalry for years. And it finally got closer and closer when the money and everything and you know, Spence found out, yeah, you might need a management team. The fight was able to get made with Crawford walking away and fighting Avanesia and coming back, and they was able to make it happen. Kudos. We're not talking about negotiation. We're talking about the payout. The payout was that beating. You can talk about the money on another day, but the physical pay that he received, that's what I'm talking about. Not only did he beat up freaking Spence, but I just wish it could have been like, okay, if you stop Spence under 12, then Crawford should be able to tag in Jermell Charlo and he get his ass beat in the same night. Because we all know how Jermell Charlo was running his fucking mouth. If you don't remember, let me remind you now. Because goddamn, look, Jermell Charlo was ringside. You ever been next to a lion? A real one? Not domesticated lion. You know what I'm saying? Not a domesticated lion. Who just want to say, lions only. No, I'm talking about a real motherfucking lion that's used to going out there hunting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you something right quick. All right? Let me show y'all something. Y'all remember this right here?
Wish I could be the guy to fight Canelo. Canelo Breen come to 158. I can easily make 158. And I'll put a boxing lesson on him just as great as Floyd Mayweather did, the great, you know. I mean, I didn't say it all. Now, I don't understand what they got going on, but just, you know, pay me my bread. My brother could fight him in 160 and whatever the case is, and all these other guys. I'm the 54 champion, baby. Not the other one. But you know what? I'll put these hands on any one of these motherfuckers. Straight up.
Let's talk about that because, you obviously you got the fight with Castano, and you said that you want to be the undisputed champion. So you feel at 154, that's the last line of business for you before you think about your future, whether it's moving up or what have you. But yes, you alluded to it. But Crawford already said, hey, look, Errol Spence, I've been wanting that fight for the longest. If he don't want to fight me, then I want to fight Jermell Charlo, Brian Castano winner. What's your take on that?
How about he do what's best and go fight Errol Spence then? Shut up, take a little bit less money, be quiet, humble yourself, and fight Errol Spence, he a stud. Do what he say, and then you might be the challenger sometimes. These people don't know how to do that. They don't know how to be the challenger. That's his problem. He think he too high up on the horse. Bob Arum don't give a damn about him. Bob Arum told him to his face, he done got lawsuits with his own promoter. You ain't worth shit to me, for real. That mean the man didn't really care about you anyways. You should have just shut up, made the right decision with your people that love you, and then do what you gotta do. Like, it's not my fault that you can't. Hey, they got some studs. Al Heyman only gonna sign the best of the best to me personally. You got Ennis, you got Garcia, you got Thurman, you got people making a name for themselves in your own weight division. Sit your ass in your weight division and see if you can beat one of them. Cause fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby.
So I had to remind you of that because I'm not gonna lie. You know how I talk about people submitting paperwork on here? You know what I'm saying? When they come for me and then I defend myself. I'm not gonna lie, man. I became one of those individuals when Jermell Charlo put this information, when I seen him on Showtime Sports with Brian Custer, and he was talking that talk the way he was saying to Crawford. I submitted paperwork. I'm not gonna lie. I submitted an anonymous freaking complaint to the IRB. I don't know if y'all know what the IRB is, but it's called the Ignorant Review Board. Okay? I worded it pretty decent, kept it short, straight to the point. And I said, is it any way for you all to force a freaking examination or something? Because capping is a hell of a drug. Can you all see if he's on that drug? Is it intravenous? Is it oral? Because this nigga ignorant. For real, I'm not going to lie. I admit it. I'm freaking putting it out there. I submitted an anonymous complaint to the IRB, the Ignorant Review Board, because capping is a hell of a drug, and I thought freaking he was addicted. I still to this day thinking goddamn Jermell Charlo is addicted. He's addicted to motherfucking capping. Real talk, capping is a hell of a motherfucking drug. Because this dude was up there talking, and see what he did was donated to the ass whooping. He did, man. Y'all don't know that. Do you not believe that Crawford was thinking about this shit when he was up over there talking shit to him in the ring? Call him a bitch ass nigga and all that? Do you not believe that was on his mind? Did you hear what he said? He said, you need to sit down. Fight a nigga in your division. Learn how to be the challenger. Jermell was telling Crawford to be a less like when it comes to his mental strength. He was telling Bud just to go beneath the standard for which he set for himself. I want you to go to the below standard. I want you to think as a non-achiever. I want you to consider yourself to be average. That's what Jermell Charlo was trying to get Bud. And Bud like, nah, I don't think like that. Nah, that's what I'm telling you. You need to think like that. Because, Jermell Charlo was trying to convince people that he was the man. But we all heard it. We heard it in the language. He didn't want none of that shit. Who was sitting right there front and center to experience that ass whooping? That's why I blame Crawford for a lot of shit that night. He went in there and made that shit look too easy and changed the game, shook up the world. This nigga shook up the motherfucking world. He beat up 2 motherfucking champions in one night. Say I'm lying. Say I'm MFing lying, man. If you don't think I'm telling the truth, listen to this then. This is the aftermath. I blame you, Crawford, because this would have been a good fight for you. 154 unified champion, former unified champion. I blame Crawford for this. He beat the fuck out of Jermell Charlo's confidence ringside. Beat him up so bad, the man came in the ring when he fought Canelo dressed in all black like he didn't think anybody would recognize him. Listen to this shit. This is post T-Mobile massacre.
154?
Who? I mean, I might not necessarily go back down. I might meet him 60. I might meet him somewhere. If you want to make a fight, I'm going to be the make a fight to make. Terrence Crawford not the make a fight to make. I'm the make a fight. Once I beat Canelo, and I had that throne, and I'm the undisputed champion at 168. What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna be wondering about what's going on next with Jermell Charlo. Yeah, he won undisputed at 40. Yeah, he won it at 47. But then he barking off, he biting a little too much. So he tried to come fight me, and what I do to Canelo might shut him up.
Were you
Did y'all hear that, people? What he might do. He wasn't never confident. See, when I listened to Crawford talk about what he was going to do to Spence, he pretty much prognosticated the whole deal. I have to call him the Omaha Nostradamus back then, because when they met up, Crawford said, hey, yeah, when I stop him, y'all going to say, you know, he was weight drained. He stayed in the division. He was spot on, bro. He was spot on. What Jermell Charlo up here talking about? That is the aftermath, y'all. Crawford beat the fuck up. Beat Jermell ass that night. He didn't have to freaking physically beat his ass. He beat him up by Jermell being that close to the apron. Jermell was basically feeling the same type of violence that Spence was actually physically experiencing in the ring, bro. Jermell sat too motherfucking close to the ring. He should have had himself way up top somewhere. Out of sight, out of mind, goddammit. He should have told them to put up the motherfucking barriers as if we was in a pandemic. You know, those plastic motherfucking plexiglass? So he couldn't really feel the impact of that shit. He could have came to the fight and got a seat way up there and quarantined himself. He didn't respect it, bro. He didn't fucking respect what was in store. He sat his ass up there close to the ring in all red. Why the fuck did you do that? No, it ain't no gang shit. No. Why did you wear red? Because in your heart, you knew it was going to be some bloodshed in that bitch. And you actually witnessed it. And I know you got some blood on your motherfucking outfit. I know you did. Every time that he dropped Spence, he went over there to the Charlo corner and made sure he was talking shit to you, bro. Who does that shit? All that you was talking and you didn't even give the man a chance to fight you as a unified champion? Boy, god damn, Crawford. What the hell? God, man. Look, I hope they don't try to put you on probation, Crawford. Real talk, I hope they don't put you on probation. Because what you did July 29th affected a lot of people in the worst way. And the two fighters out of the same stable, goddamn, rumble, young man, rumble. Whoever would have seen it play out the way it did. He landed all the punches, and not one time he stumbled. Rumble, young man, rumble. He beat Spence ass that night. And now the rematch is out of sight. Rumble, young man, rumble. Man, why did you have to do that, dog? Spence don't want the rematch. And Charlo came in this bitch coming off his titles like he had loose change in his pocket. Shit all over the ground. Get away. And the WBO is gone. Okay, cool, go. Let me get off that IBL. Get off that. Hey, hello? Mauricio Suleiman on deck? He at lunch? What is his number? Hey, Mauricio, I'm just letting you know. I'm about to come off this WBC belt. No, it's not because of sanction fees or nothing like that. I just ain't trying to goddamn have nobody say, you know, he got 2 belts. He need to face Crawford. I'm doing other things right now. I'm thinking about moving. I'm thinking something. I'm trying to figure it out, goddamn it. I'm going to be on the playground. Oh, good key word there, Jamel Charlo Playground. So you want me to put you as champion in recess? That's what my nigga. Mauricio, there he is. Put me in recess, dog. Put me in recess. That's going to slow it up. You know, get another fighter. That tall, lanky motherfucker. What's his name? Get that tall, lanky motherfucker. Are you talking about Sebastian Fundora? Yeah. Put him in there with another nigga and have them fight for the WBC belt. I'll be in recess and then I'll come back. Well, I might come back. I don't know. That motherfucker 6'9", ain't he? I might come back and fight him. And then, you know, I don't want to fuck with Crawford. As long as we can goddamn block Crawford out, that's all we need to do. Okay, I get it. I get it. You have my word. I will do as you request. All right, cool. Hey, Jamel Charlo came off them belts, man, like loose change, dog. He came off that shit. Crawford, if you're listening, you're to blame. Who told you not to warn him from sitting that close with his girl? You should have did something, man. You know, sometimes you got to be the bad guy, but when the bad guy's winning, sometimes you got to be the good guy. You know, in the second round, there, Crawford, you could have said when you was exchanging words, you know, over there with damn Jamel Charlo, you could have said, "Hey man, I don't think you want to be over here the rest of the fight. Okay, I see you with your girl. You know, and I like that red you got on. It's about to get bloody up in this bitch. You sure you want to sit this close to this? You sure? You sure? Are you sure? And who the fuck told you to wear red, nigga, after all the shit you said to me? Who told you to wear red? Nah, fuck you, nigga. I'm standing right here. Lines only. Charlo's in the building. Texas, stand up. Okay, you still on that Texas shit. All right. Yeah, my nigga. I like that right there. You spunky tonight, huh? Watch what I do to your boy. And the rest is history, y'all. He went in there and fucked up his stablemate. Fucked his mom. Spence beat down. Did you see his end? Look at his end.
154?
Who? I mean, I might not necessarily go back down. I might meet him 60. I might meet him somewhere. If you want to make a fight, I'm going to be the make a fight to make.
Nobody's believing that bullshit you talking about. This nigga up here looking off to the left, trying to find his thoughts. I may not be at 154 no more. I might be at 160, 68, 75. You know, I might even be a heavyweight. I don't know. Man, this nigga scared. Nigga. How can a Omaha nigga beat up two so-called most popular boxers in Texas? Hey, I know they got some OGs, triple OGs over there in Texas, man. I know y'all. I know y'all paying that goddamn fine to cross that bridge. I know they goddamn put y'all on the tap. Y'all got to come off that money. They say, hey, first of all, I know you niggas ain't from Texas for real. I know where you at for real. And being that you just misrepresented us July 29th, nigga, the price went up. You know what I'm saying? You can't be around here doing that, man. We put that money on and you say everything was going to be straight. You looking like you never boxed a day in your life, nigga. Man, they goddamn checked them. They got to pay the fine. They got to check in. When them niggas got off the plane and coming back from them fights, I don't care what you say. They had to check in, man. Hey, Mel, we're going to be out in the parking lot, nigga. You don't need no goddamn ride home, no Uber or nothing. Nigga, we got your ride home because we got some business to talk about. Where the other nigga at? Yeah. Tell him we got a ride for him too. We need to talk. Seriously, man, that shit was incredible. Shit was incredible, y'all. But shout out to Bud. You know it ain't personal. When I'm blaming you for this catastrophe, this disaster, the T-Mobile massacre, I had to put it out there. I got to continue to remind them niggas that they underestimated a warrior when they seen one. Multi-time world champion. They didn't respect greatness. I understand why you put the ass whooping on the way you did. And I know when you took off the belt, it wasn't no ordinary belt. You know what I'm saying? The shit you was beating Spence with was a conveyor belt. The shit was a lot wider and thicker than regular house domesticated, put around your waist belts. The belts that Pops used to goddamn swing on me with. No, you beat him down with a conveyor belt. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Harvey Doc, you didn't see him taking off a conveyor belt? This nigga beat him from pillar to post. Ruined the Texas boxing right now. Ruined it. This man goddamn come home after lying to James Harden's face, talking about he about to go up there and beat Canelo. And this dude was goddamn doing a left face at the command of Canelo. Left, 10, parade, rest. Heading out straight to the front, mouth shut. Don't speak unless spoken to. He was up there acting like a good veteran of the civilian life. Canelo, he did everything Canelo wanted, then went in there and he ran. He ran and represented the Texas Track Club. That nigga didn't throw a punch up here bullshitting people to my, what I might do to Canelo, I'm going to be the mega fight. No, nigga, you ain't mega shit. What you are is a mega capper. I done seen some motherfuckers that's addicted to capping, but your addiction beats them all, brother. For real. And once again, I got to blame Crawford for getting you strung out on that shit. Because y'all, Spence fans was out here capping. Y'all got addicted to capping. Y'all kept on smoking that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And capping, hey, Flocka didn't have shit on motherfucking capping. Coke, crack, nothing on capping. These niggas are addicted differently. They was lying, and you couldn't ask them, hey, then you say that, I ain't say that shit. But I heard, I ain't say that shit. These niggas addicted to capping. He want to call out Crawford after the fight and then turn around, he ain't been heard from. His brother showed up to his fight with Canelo, embarrassed. I'm telling the Charlos had a bad several months. Embarrassed. Your brother showed up. Maul showed up and use embarrassment. It was time for you to goddamn return the favor and show up to his, and you was nowhere to be seen. And he had a way better performance than you did. Yeah, Jose Benavidez wasn't no Canelo, but goddamn it, he was there to show support. And selfish as you want to be, you didn't even show up and show him that love. But ultimately, at the end of the day, man, I look at it like this, man. I was just happy to be able to witness this thrashing, this demolition. I'm glad I was healthy enough to witness this shit on TV. One boxer that defeated two champions and ended their careers in one night. God damn. That's a bad man. And who would have thought? Omaha, Nebraska? Y'all underestimate him over and over again and start talking that shit? And to my own God. You think God ain't sitting up here and he have you on punishment timeout too? Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. I don't speak for him though. God, I'm just tripping right now. You know, don't come for me now. But I'm just saying, you said on God, he wasn't gonna stop you. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm going to basically transition out of that right quick because I know the freaking aerosexuals are, they're seething right now. Motherfuckers grinding their teeth. They just, ooh, man. Man, they can change that outcome. They fucked up, dog. You know what I'm saying? They fucked up. The press conference happened today. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know Julio Iglesias was in attendance. And that motherfucker done got talked to. I ain't know Julio Iglesias aka Sebastian Fundora, was in attendance. But I like Fundora though. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be a lumberjack when I was younger. I still watch Timber Sports today. But Sebastian Fundora, who was knocked out by Brian Mendoza last fight, he's back in action, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just wish some of my brothers can get that same concierge service. You know what I'm saying? Get lose a fight and then automatically get a title fight the next time around. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I wish my brothers could get a little bit of that love, you know? But Sebastian Fundora is back in the shoot, y'all. They had a press conference today, and Sebastian Fundora made his appearance from being brutally, Now, I try to stay off talking about, that legend Crawford. But at one point in time, Sebastian Fundora said he wanted to come down to 147. He wanted to come down there and fight Spence. I don't know why. He might have thought Spence was an easy touch. But one thing I agree with Jermell Charlo, which he should have told Sebastian Fundora this, which is a fight. He should have told, hey, you tall, lanky motherfucker, go over there and fight Crawford. Leave my stablemate alone. You know what I'm saying? Go fight Crawford or something. Shit, leave Arrow alone. He already got shit going on. But Sebastian Fundora showed up. And he was dressed formally for the occasion. He's 6'5.5" with a very extended reach of 80 inches, y'all. He has a total of 22 bouts, 20 victories, 1 defeat, 1 draw, 13 coming by way of knockout. His last fight was May 2023. He was stopped in the 7th. We all seen what happened. Brian Mendoza had a hell of a night with Fundora. And that 3-punch combination, stood that man up and slept him while he was standing up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That man was asleep standing up. The wrong person won that day. But you know why I don't criticize the shit out of Fundora? Because he was in that position for a long time with the interim. And they kept jacking him off because Jermell Charlo, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't going to get no fight with no Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo didn't want no Sebastian Fundora, bro. Even though I've been on record as saying I think Mel could stop him. I did. I think Mel could stop him. But he wasn't trying to fight him because he ain't a big name. Fundora, real talk, Fundora was on the roll, man. Went to this and then was stopped by Brian Mendoza. I got respect for Sebastian Fundora because he was in the shoot for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He was in the shoot for a long time. They kept on just feeding him fighters. Fucked them over. Now they trying to amend that. They trying to make amends, y'all. They trying to say, okay, we kept you out there for a long time, which is fucked up. Gave you a freaking strong fighter like Mendoza. He stops you. Now Mendoza lost to freaking Tszyu. They give him this other fighter, 23-1. Now, if you want to go to the rankings of 154, the fighter that he's fighting is ranked number 2. Now, for those of you that's saying to yourself, like, that's not bad. It is bad when Charles Conwell is number 1. I'm not sure why Charles Conwell didn't get the fight. Seriously, I hit him up one time, and I tried to stay up with bad news, just to see what he got popping. I know at one time he was signed to split team management, David McWaters. But I was really hoping, Conwell get that shot. But Bahachik, He's the one that's fighting Fundora, who's ranked third. Fundora is pretty much ranked below Bahachik. You know what I'm saying? But this may not have been updated, you know, as much as it could. But he's set to go in there and fight for the WBC championship. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you know, Jamel Charlo absolutely was. So Sebastian's on deck, and you see him in the picture. You know what I'm saying? 6'9.5", living Sebastian Fedora. I mean, he give me that goddamn vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this, what the fuck? Look, at one point in time, I thought Rolly Romero was the goofiest looking on the stage. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, if I was just the blink, I was like, I didn't know they would. No, I'm not even going to say that. Hey, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Al Pacino, Al Capone, whatever. Maybe he getting ready for a movie role. I don't know, dog. You know, Al Pacino, what? I don't know. He must be getting ready for a movie role or something like that. But I'm pretty sure he's going to go in there and do very well, I guess. You know what I'm saying? If he don't have, we don't know what Brian Mendoza took out of him, because he knocked him out. Oh my God, it was brutal. He knocked him out pretty good. But yeah. Moving on to Arislan De Laura. Now I'm gonna be real with y'all, for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with y'all. I want to have a conversation with Arislan De Laura, for real. Because Arislan De Laura, man, obviously, whatever his family, his parents did, I need to find out what the fuck they be eating, drinking, or whatever. I swear to God, Arislan De Laura continued to look 15 years old, dog. I need to find out what the fuck the diet is. What are you taking? This nigga never fucking aged, man. Arislan De Laura's been looking the same way ever since he got there, was a teenager, got his license. This nigga age, don't have a motherfucking wrinkle, no gray hair, no. Landy, look, Arislan De Laura can be, you know, inactive for 3 years, 4 years straight. Come back looking like he the same way he did at his last fight. This nigga don't age, dog. It has to be, not even a family youth, man. It has to be something else, man, that's in their DNA. You know, they need to be extracting samples from his goddamn family, bro. Nigga look like he just about to get his license. I know it fucks him up, because every time he hanging out with his friends, he go up to the bar and say, no, sir, you trying to goddamn get us... teenagers up here, you know, we serve alcohol. Nigga look like he ain't goddamn got a scratch on his face. Nigga look like he aged backwards. Anyway, Rolly Romero, dog. Rolly Romero called freaking Isak Pitbull Cruz a pug, a chihuahua. And the funny thing about it is that, you know, Isak Cruz is pretty meaty. He looked like he done, that dude looked like a Cruz. He put in some freaking weight. He put on some weight in between his fights, man. And so did Rolly, man. Rolly looked heavy too. But he said he looked like a chihuahua, a pug, you know. And Isak say, hey, you're going to have to show me I'm a chihuahua come fight night, or whatever he said. And, you know, Rolly, he really wasn't on his A game, you know. He's the co-main event. He came in there with a Persian rug on. Somebody made some sleeves. You know what I'm saying? He came in there with motherfucking it looked like a Swiffer, a dust motherfucking mop that they turned into a freaking jacket and thought it would look good. I don't know, man. It looked dusty. I don't know what the fuck. The good thing about it is winter though. It's cold, so he can get away with it now. The first time he did it with Javante, it was about 98 degrees. You are goofy. But hey, that's gonna be a good fight. And to be honest with you, I know he left his trainer, but I think Isaac Cruz, his pressure, his gas tank, the engine that he continued to just power through round for round, even if he missed with loading up on the power shots, he keeps on throwing them, and that's the perfect opponent in Rolly to take them joints. You know what I'm saying? How well and how durable is Rolly? I don't think he's gonna last, man. And good old Keith Thurman, man. Keith Thurman returns. What? You know, Keith Thurman really was the life of the freaking presser, to be honest with you. He was the life of the presser. Let's take a listen to Keith Thurman. Shout out to one time. He made the entire presser. Yes, indeed, he made the entire presser. Let's take a listen to Keith Thurman.
Well, you know, there's a lot of things that can be done, but you know, moving up is just something that happens in boxing. You've seen it, you know, throughout the years. You know, you guys referenced earlier how even Crawford started at a lighter weight. I just love the legacy at 147, and I just think I milked the cow. I got what I got out of the welterweight division. I fell short of greatness on the night against Pacquiao. Still one of my most favorite and memorable nights of my life. You know, when I wear red, white, and blue in that ring, it's not because I'm a patriot of the American flag, but it's because every time Keith Thurman steps into that ring that I'm living out my all-American dream. I've worked for this ever since I was 7 years old. I just remember being told that you have what it takes for greatness, boy. You know, stay out of trouble, stay away from the girls, stay off of the drugs, you know, and all these fighters here, every sportsman, we know the sacrifices that we make. And no matter how tough it is, at the end of the day, those sacrifices, you know, they make us who we are, and they're truly worth it. You know, anything worth anything in life requires sacrifice. And I've done a lot at 147.
He was, you know, he's a dreamer. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's always been. He's a dreamer. You know, I wonder what Errol Spence was, a nightmare. I mean, not Errol Spence, Crawford. What was Crawford? He must have been a nightmare the whole time. You know, it depends on who you ask, though.
I want to show the world what type of champion is Keith Thurman. I'm the kind of champion like Ali. You put me back in the ring, and I'm going to rise back to the top. You know, that's what this is all about. People have comments. People have suggestions. People come up with their statistics, you know. But at the end of the day, they're not with Keith Thurman. They're not.
You see how he said people come up with their statistics? Because Rolly said it's just statistics. That's all it is. They can say what they want, but it's just numbers at the end of the day. He was paying attention. You know, Keith is a good, you know, mouthpiece when it comes to these pressers, man.
Not seeing my grind. They're not in my head. They don't understand my mindset. And that's what March 30th is all about, is just proving to the world that Keith Thurman was, is, and will be forever and ever one of the greatest fighters in the sport of boxing.
Does that mean that should you win, you'll search for the title at 154?
You know, me moving up, I'm just looking for great fights. I've done this in the past. I want great fights. I want great action. Tszyu is filling that void right now. He's going to be providing me with the fight that I want. He's providing me with the excitement. He's coming young, undefeated, determined, trying to open up the gates to his new era, the new generation. but it's my job to close the door shut.
Thurman said it's my job to close the door shut. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'm feeling it, Thurman. You know what I'm saying? You know, turn that presser up. I thought it was a memorial service at first. I thought it was just a pop-up shop or something. You know what I'm saying? And put some energy in there, Thurman. Go ahead, light it up, man.
Right in his face. Make him, you know, they don't call him Pit Bull, but I want him to go tail tuck, head down back to his daddy in Australia. I'm sorry, Pops. I'm sorry. The Tszyu name, I messed up. I didn't know he was that bad. So, you know, I mean, this is boxing. This is my life. I love the adrenaline. I love you questioning me. I love you questioning me. Why'd you do this? It's now the moment. Are you ready? Do you need a tune-up? Do you want a warm-up? You know? So I just love it, man. I love everything about this. I love the stage. I love the action. Main event. Unfortunately, the title will not be on the line, but his pride will be.
Damn, I like that. He said, unfortunately, the title won't be on the line, but his pride will be. Come on, give it up for Keith. Can y'all hit the like button, man? Come on now. Come on, man. Y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, you know, for WCS, man. He said, unfortunately, the title won't be on the line, but his pride will be. Talk that shit, Thurman.
And that's good enough for me.
Any response, Tim?
You bring that energy, man. I want that energy coming into the fight because when I do, and mark my words, I will knock you out in under 12 rounds.
You can try, my man. You can try, but you're going to get more than energy. You're going to get these hands, baby.
God damn, nobody do it like goddamn Keith said. You can try, but you gonna get these hands. Hey, I don't know what is it gonna be one time? Is it gonna be sometime, or is it gonna be old time? I don't know which one gonna be in the ring. Real talk, I don't know which one is gonna be, but I'm enjoying the press conference because you know Thurman's about to turn up right now.
All up in your face.
You're gonna be running. You're gonna be running, and I'm gonna be catching you like a little gazelle.
Yo, fat feet, slow. Man, look, in Australia, that's an island very far away. I did not know flat-footed Mexicans were born in Australia, Tszyu.
You wait.
Mexican Tszyu, what you gonna do?
I got a Mexican style.
Mexican Tszyu, what you gonna do?
I got a Mexican style, but Mexican styles are one of the greatest styles in the world, so don't be disrespecting Mexican styles.
I ain't lost to no Mexican.
Do
your research. Watch more tape.
Don't be.
Ooh. Okay. Thurman said, I ain't lost to no Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Thurman on fire right now. I just hope he got that energy because it's going to be tough. You know, if he go the distance, you know, I give it up to the Thurman, you know, because I'm really thinking that he's not going the distance, but you know, he's hot right now with the responses, with the retorts, man.
Watch more tape if you want to debate.
Don't be running.
I have not lost to no flat-footed, slow
Don't be running
Mexicans. Okay.
He said he never lost to no flat-footed, no fat-footed, slow Mexicans. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Don't be running like a gazelle.
You didn't want me to stand there?
Don't be
Please
running.
do. Please let me beat you up, Keith.
Let's go.
Please let me beat you up.
Middle of
Can
the
I
ring.
He said, he right. What is he talking about? What's Tszyu talking about? Don't run. Why do fighters say that? Don't run. Come on, man. You a pressure fighter. Tony Harrison was a mover. I mean, you broke him down. Why do fighters say that? Just stand there. Fight my fight. Fight my fight, man. Fight my fight. That's all I want you to do. Fight my fight, man. I don't want you to go nowhere. Don't run. Don't run. Man, no. You box. Boxing ain't running.
punch you in the face?
Okay, middle of the
Can
ring.
I punch you? Please.
Middle
Please.
of the ring. Let's
I'll be
go.
right there, baby.
All right.
I'll be right
Let's go.
there.
Deal.
I won't be hard to find.
Beautiful. That's what I want.
Don't miss it. It's the main event of the evening.
Yeah, that was one of the most exciting parts of this presser, real talk, because Rolly and Cruz, they were what it was, man. You know what I'm saying? I like Cruz intensity. You know what I'm saying? How he pressured, his gas tank. Yeah, he looked, chubby in between fights, but he come to bring it. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting with Rolly, how we seen him look against Barroso, who they say was 99 at the time. He 100 now, but Barroso gained Rolly respect because Rolly, all he been saying is that he hit harder than Tank, and this fight is gonna be interesting because Isaac Cruz is not a power puncher like that, but consistently, if he fatigue, it will get a fighter knocked out. Absolutely, fatigue will get a fighter knocked out for sure. But I like, I like the presser. And good that Keith Thurman was there. If they wouldn't have been there, that shit would have been a snoozer. Shout out to Jamal Neasy in the building, man. What's good with it, Neasy? Salute, man. I appreciate everybody pulled up in Conquest. What's good? The heat is on. Yes, sir. The heat is on for sure. With WCS, what'd he say? This that different type of bud. The bud that make you feel like how high. Hey, man. Hey, obviously they were so high, they couldn't understand the threat level that was right here in front of them. They might have actually thought they was levitating above ground level. For real, they actually thought that. You know what I'm saying? I totally get it. I know Jermell Charlo that night when he was sitting and witnessing that thrashing, he probably got a little buzz. You know what I'm saying? Not the kind of buzz where he was feeling good smoking some weed. He probably getting buzzed because he was feeling the residual. He was feeling the impact. He was too close to the accident. You know what I'm saying? He felt that whiplash. You know what I'm saying? He felt it all. Crawford changed 2 motherfucking champions in one night, changed their life. Mel Charlo came off that Canelo fight, and that nigga been getting off those belts quick. God damn, Nestle quick. This nigga, you can't find a belt in Jermell Charlo. You can't find him with a belt. Even the pants he wear, y'all. I don't wear no motherfucking belt, man. Shit, the way goddamn Crawford was beating goddamn Arrow. Damn. I ain't know he wasn't talking about a regular goddamn casual belt. That shit looked like a goddamn spare tire he was beating Spence with. I didn't know he was gonna take a goddamn belt that used to be in the goddamn old factories. Beat that nigga with a conveyor belt. I sure Nate live among Spence fans. It was a ghost post. Kind of nuts how Ugas ended up. Yeah. Ugas, he definitely stopped fighting. Shout out to presidents on deck. G Money, what's good? If staying in the gym can be called cheating for whipping somebody's ass, well, damn, Crawford cheated the hell out of that nigga. He did, didn't he? You know what I'm saying? If staying in the gym is cheating, god damn, somebody need to let him out quick. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need to goddamn make sure Bud sign in when he get there and give him only a allotted time slot. After that time slot, hey man, you gotta go. No, you gotta go, bro. We can't repeat what happened July 29th. No. Look, and now the talk came up. The talk came up about potentially a fight materializing. You know what I'm talking about. If this is indeed the case, they're going to have to call in the National Guard. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to call in the National Guard, real talk. Because if this indeed has any freaking merit to it, oh my goodness, it's over. Green Machine with the greatest drop of all time. What you mean, greatest drop? What'd he say? What Green Machine say? It mighty strange every time Bud whoop on somebody, something is always wrong. Hey, Jessica, please don't start putting on your medical jacket and prognosing these niggas. Don't do that. Don't do that. Tomorrow, Jessica, let me help you out, man, because I'm assuming you're a sister, you know. Look. Black History starts tomorrow, okay? Even me, I want to build a better relationship during the 28 days that's afforded to me, okay? I'm trying my best not to go in here and bring the high grease of Spence on February. I'm going to try my damnness, man. Real talk. That's why I'm using the last day in January to get it all out. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to be upset regardless. But all I'm doing is just trying to help them be better in 24. That's all. They failed them. They failed them something bad. And I'm just trying to basically be a volunteer counselor, a volunteer life coach. That's all, man. You know what I'm saying? But don't remind them of their evil ways. Every time Bud whoops somebody, something is always, nah, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. He didn't do that right there. He did that. Oh, somebody need to check that. Man, nothing pans out, bro. Y'all just want to keep talking instead of giving the man credit. Nothing pans out. Nothing. Bud used to fight in the streets for real. Yeah, man, for sure. You know, I just look at the whole deal. I may ad-lib a lot of shit though, real talk. But like I say, man, I was glad to be able to witness these fighters. This wasn't just average fighters. You know what I'm saying? Even Wilder wasn't one average fighter. I'm talking about Bud Crawford's not nowhere close to being an average fighter. But the special part about him is that, you know, he always grew up he had to prove shit to people all the time. And if you get somebody who's actually a force to be reckoned with, that always has to prove, he's going to go through situations. And then in those situations, that person that thought he wasn't shit and he ended up goddamn proving to them they're absolutely wrong, their confidence continued to grow. They continue to, you know what I'm saying, understand how special of a athlete they are. That they're not just a regular athlete. When his daughter freaking ran out of her shoe, went back, put her shoe on, damn near laced the motherfucker, double knotted it, and still beat them up. Man, come on, stop the madness. Man, come on, man. Who does that? You run back the opposite way and put on the shoe and still beat a man? Man, come on now. Come on. The shit don't stop, dog. Kale was never the same since Errol. Porter was a shell of himself. David was a snack dummy to test out the power for Errol. You know what I'm saying? Errol was weight drained, dehydrated, cataracts, neurological damage. Yes. You know what I'm saying? All of that. You know what I'm saying? Well said. Great summation, man. You know what I'm saying? Great summation. You pretty much provided us an entire summary. It's a little snippet of all the excuses that they was damn busy trying to lay heavy, man. They don't want to just get a man a fucking credit, dog. And look, a big part of me, I wanted the rematch to happen. I said it before. I wanted him to go in there because I thought for sure he would finish it around 4 or 5 rounds this time. I didn't think it was going to go past anywhere close to the 9th round. Because once again, you have a person that listened to all the criticism and disrespect, went in there and proved to the people that I'm the better fighter. You said I was too small. I didn't have anybody. Who was at fault? Look what I did to your favorite fighter. Look what I did to him. That would be everlasting, whether they want to admit to it or not. Between wrestling, boxing, street fighting, man got all that experience. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no weight classes in the street. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no weight classes in the street. I remember hearing cats on here that never really saw Bud in person. You know, all they say is, oh, that's a small nigga. But that's just to tell you them niggas wasn't on the street. Because I know a lot of small, compact dudes that's strong as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And they just always looked at the size when it comes to boxing. You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought Esau Cruz, smaller than Tank, who they say small, and he went the distance with him. And just because Tank didn't knock him out, they like, oh, man, you know, he went the distance. He's the second fighter to go the distance with Tank. Man, come on, it happens, man. But they thought Isak Cruz was going to get railroaded. Charlo ain't no lion. Hey, man. Hey, them Charlos, ooh, they had oh, my God. I just want to keep it on Mel, really. You know what I'm saying? I just want to keep it on Mel because Maul, I'm really hoping Maul, rebounds. Seriously. I really hope Maul rebounds. I had a chance to meet him, and they Charlos, man. Really, he didn't want to, shake hands or nothing like that. And then he tried to say, you the one that was probably talking. As much as I wanted to say, nigga, man, come on, bro. You never met me a day in your life. I got a Hispanic freaking media guy next to me, and you being super nice to him the whole time. But you up here saying, man, they got that blackout, bro. They see their own people, man, and they want to be overly aggressive with them. You probably the one that printed out. Nigga, you never met me a day in your life. What the fuck you talking about? It was too many to name. I only have limited space. You know what I'm saying? Don't use up all your freaking free space, man. Your hard drive space, for real. Hey, you got a character limit. You know what I'm saying? You got a character limit on here. He came off that drug when he had to fight Canelo. He did, man. Look, man, the shit once again, I hate trying to blame Crawford for the what they call it, being a bystander. You know what I'm saying? I hate trying to blame Crawford for the innocent bystanders that was in the line of fire. Hey, he wasn't an innocent bystander though. Jermell Charlo wasn't an innocent bystander, but he was a bystander that got too close to the crime scene, and he got that PTSD. So he went in the Canelo fight knowing damn well, shit, man, this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? He act like he was a cheerleader, Canelo. Everything Canelo told that nigga to do, he did. Man, whatever, dog. W says, you convinced me, man. I want to see Crawford fight Mel Charlo still, then Canelo. Hell no, man. What is he going to fight him for, Neezy? I mean, look, just to get a belt and say, okay, I'm a 4th division champion, and then go up here and fight Canelo. I can see that. I can see that. But I'm looking at it like this. If Jermell Charlo want to fight Crawford still, keep the same energy you had in the post-fight. Once you ran from Canelo the whole time. All you got to do is call him out. Have you heard Jermell Charlo call out Crawford at all? Have you heard him? I haven't heard shit. Man. Get in the ring with Bud. I dare that man too. Man, I'd like to see that. Look, check this out. Those of you in the chat, think about it. All these cats say they want to fight him, but they want somebody else to ask them the question. Hey, just wanted to ask you a question. Because you've been gone. You know what I'm saying? You've been quiet for a long time. You said you want to fight Crawford. Is that still on the table? Man, don't ask me about that nigga. Damn. I mean, Ben, that's the only question. You ain't going to ask me about my fight with Canelo. Damn. I went the distance. I got up from a knockdown. I know. I seen that. And me and some other people, we was looking at each other. It was like, Crawford could have stopped him long before the knockdown. But, I'm not here to piss you off or anything like that. Man, fuck you, man. I ain't talking to you no more. Okay, that's what we thought. That's why I didn't want to bring it up. But I'm just being real with you. Y'all say keep it real, right? I want to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? I thought Canelo could have stopped you long before the 12th round. Real talk. We was talking to each other about the C word. What the fuck you talking about, the C word? Champion? No, not that C word. No. Carried. That C word. Carried. Not champion, nigga. Carried. They was talking about revenge before them dudes even got out the ring on July 29th. Hey, Cobain, why wouldn't they talk about revenge, man? Listen, this was supposed to be the guy to make 3/4 of Texas. That was what they were saying. Put your money on Spence. 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 Put your money on that's what the word was going around. Put your money on Spence. Put your money on Spence. Yeah, this been a long time coming, man. Man, everybody, look, can you imagine all the conversation that was going on over in Texas? Man, they was talking, man, how you see the fight playing. All the barbershop conversation. Hey, you know, what you think, man? What y'all think? Man, Spence gonna knock that nigga out, man. He too small, light in the ass nigga. All that shit. They was just having a good old time. Good old time, dog. I know they felt some type of way looking at that fight. Hell yeah. Man, Bud should be fighting Tim. Yeah, for sure, man. Why not? I mean, I thought they was trying to assume. I even have a flyer with Tszyu on it and with Bud, you know. But that fight didn't happen, bro. Obviously, it didn't happen. If Bud is going to potentially get a Canelo fight, cool. But my only thing, he would have been out the ring for over a year. Again. You know what I'm saying? Again, he haven't showed signs of, you know, being a fighter that has ring rust like that. But, you know, he would have been out the ring for a year, dog. Give me Bud versus Charlo to show Canelo how to stop that clown. Then fight Canelo. Okay, I feel you, Neezy. Yeah, I feel you on that. But see, Canelo had gotten the orders, man. You know what I'm saying? They knew Canelo could have went in there and destroyed Charlo, but he was a unified champion. That's why I said he's not going to get knocked out. He's the unified champion, man, at 154. I guess they thought that, hey, man, Canelo, spare him, man. Let him live, Canelo. Don't go in there and drop. Okay, don't go in there and stop him. So he dropped him. Okay, cool. You know, he's way up on the scorecards and shit. Man, they say, hey, just let him live, Nello. We know who the best. See, he had a Pootie Tang belt. Man. Shout out to Cam Edwards. I am Cam Edwards on deck. What it do, man? Omaha, Nebraska, stand up, forward 2 in the building. Salute to you, man. Shout out to Omaha over there, man. The thought real niggas ain't from Nebraska. We out here, smaller city to others, but we ain't going for the BS. Hey, man, I don't know where they got that from, really. Like, I never seen Crawford in person, because you don't see a lot of Omaha cats just strolling around like that. The only cats I know is, you know, like Steven Nelson's, you know, Crawford and whoever he with his cousins, family, or whatever. I don't know where they got that from. You know, I guess it was easy to say because they was unfamiliar with the territory. You know what I'm saying? I guess they was unfamiliar with the territory. So it was easy for them to say, oh, man, Omaha ain't got shit going on and this, that, and the other. But, man, the way he got them put that funk on Arrow, I guess their attitude changed, man. The niggas ain't talking the same. They ain't sounding the same. Their body language different. You know what I'm saying? They see Crawford from a distance. Them motherfuckers slow their pace. They get on their phone. Let me see. God, who goddamn responded to me on IG? Oh, shit, so-and-so did respond to me. They act like they going over there in the corner to goddamn respond to somebody important. Man, get out of here. Stop it. Shout out Mr. Golden. What's good with it, OG? How you feeling? Jay on deck. 231 on deck. What's good? What's good? Yeah, right. It's boxing, not rock'em sock'em. It's not track practice either. You know what I'm saying? Mel Charlo showed us that he could be ready for the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? I told him to go try out, but it's a little bit too late. They already had Worlds. I was going to tell him, hey, man, Noah Lyles, you look like you can get him a run for his money. Real talk. 200 meters? Yeah. Yeah, you ran for 12 rounds. Come on now. Come on, man. Shit, we always need some backups on the USA relay team. Something. Put him on the 4x400, man. His daughter run track for my homie mom. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah, man, that shit was crazy. That's just wild, you know, how that DNA is. Like, just the mere fact of her running out her shoe and then knowing that she had the capability of running them down is crazy, man. That shit went viral quick. Just like that beatdown, the 29th went viral. You know what I'm saying? That shit went viral. But let me remind the listeners that Canelo Alvarez, this is reported by Michael Benson, reportedly looks likely to fight Jamal Charlo and then Terrence Crawford. That's good news, even coming from whoever released it to Michael Benson. I hope it has, I hope it sticks, rather. I really hope it sticks. I'm not too concerned about Jamal Charlo going in there shocking, and messing up the apple cart. I'm not worried about that. I really want to just see the biggest fight. People can say whatever, who they trying to fight is the biggest fight, but everybody knows that Canelo versus Terrence Crawford is the biggest fight in boxing. Period. It's the biggest fight. Man, I mean, if they actually come to an agreement and this fight is actually signed, sealed, delivered, the amount of attention that's going to be on this fight, God damn. Damn, dog. It's going to be different. This is going to be different, man. I hope I'm able to see it. Because already you see the content creators out here that's trying to race bait. You know what I'm saying? They always trying to complain about something that's going on with black fighters and act like they're the ones who's actually in support. No, you're race baiting. You know who you are too. You trying to act like, oh, let me comment on this like they doing something wrong. No. We want to see Crawford freaking Canelo. That's who we want to see. We want to see who's the best. Both of them been touted and proven to be at the top of the pound for pound list at the higher the rankings and all that shit. We want to see it. We want to see somebody, supposedly what they say, moving up 3 weight divisions, going up there challenging the big dog. We want to go boxing IQ, the boxing IQ, coach for coach. We got freaking Brian Bowman McIntyre. We got Eddie Reynoso across, man, sitting in the other corner. Red and blue all night long. Man, that's an incredible freaking matchup for the ages, man. For the ages. That fight, in my opinion, is bigger than Fury Usyk. Just based off who wants to see the fight. The prestige behind it. It's crazy. Because Canelo, still undisputed, right? Crawford, his accolades, even though freaking Usyk, if he beats freaking Fury, yeah, he'd be the third 2-time undisputed. You know what I'm saying? He'd be the third. But we all know who the first is. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Grease in the building. What's good with the Gumbo? I see you. Man, salute. Hope all is well out there on the roadways, man. I doubt Thurman will run. I think about it. If Thurman get hit, the boxing, he might run. He seems confident, man. You got to look at it. He's going up a weight division too. This is going to be interesting. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be extremely interesting. You know what I'm saying? Very, very interesting. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. $100 pay-per-view. Why not? It shouldn't be no 80. It should be no less than $90. And this should be a fight where people look at it like legit, like Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor was. If Floyd Mayweather can charge people $100, fighting an MMA fighter who was 0-0, well, this is legitimate. Between 2 pound for pound top-ranking fighters, 2 elites, they can charge $100 pay-per-view. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that, people, I should close that out. I'm going on 2 hours, man. Appreciate y'all for dropping in. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how this all plays out in upcoming, weeks. We see how it plays out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think Tim and Bud gonna fight after March 30th? Could be possibility. I don't know, man. I don't know. They're saying potentially if he gets to fight with Canelo, it's gonna be in September. So you look at it however you feel like. Is that enough time okay, to get in camp, and then you have to have enough time to get the fight over with, and then prepare yourself for Canelo. If they're saying it's for September, that's gonna be a short freaking window, because they're not even scheduled right now. So you take March, okay, and then you say, okay, Crawford fights the winner of Tszyu Thurman. Well, they have to get in fight camp. So you're talking about August, September. We're talking about October. So that excludes any possibility of him fighting Canelo in September. That excludes him, you know what I'm saying, having 2 fights this year. So him and Canelo won't happen to 2025, man, if I'm thinking this correctly, because it's going to be too short of a window. But big shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game. Appreciate y'all for stopping in, man. And don't take what I say personally. You know what I'm saying? If it's for your, it is for your entertainment. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I talk my talk. That's just about what it is. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, though. Continue to support. Hit the like button. And if you choose to donate to the channel, that's my Cash App right there. Until next time, man, y'all hold it down. I'm out. Peace.